PetVivo has a unique tool to treat dogs, horses, and cats suffering from osteoarthritis. And with me is CEO John Lai to bring us up to date on what PetVivo is doing. And I know last time we talked, a few months ago, you were doing a lot of hiring. How is that going?
It's going really well. We talked about hiring 3 and then 5 follow along. And so we hired a regional sales manager for the Midwest West region from Iowa, Nebraska West, and then another one for Midwest East from Illinois going east. And also we hired a regional sales manager covering the Southeast United States, Florida, Georgia, and so on. So we're starting to get good coverage in the area, and these are all very seasoned people. I think the least amount of experience in the veterinary sales, she has 25 years.
Oh, wow.
The other guys are 30 years. They have been national sales directors of other companies in the space and been responsible for hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in sales in the space.
So let's back up for a second and just tell me a little bit about, we talked about your technology several times, but maybe this is the first time some people have seen it. So explain the spring technology, what animals it's for and all that.
So we developed a protein particle matrix, which is patented and trademarked, and the name is Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The uniqueness of the technology is we can treat osteoarthritis, joint afflictions, as well as for rehab. We're finding that the rehab time is significantly shorter. So the product is delivered through an intra-articular injection into the joint. Once it's injected into the joint, it starts to form a matrix, and it forms a scaffolding. And it mimics the cartilage that used to be there. So it's a purely mechanical function. It's a veterinary device. But from that standpoint, we found that it lasts at least a year, which is unique in its sense, and it's addressing the problem of what's causing osteoarthritis and other joint afflictions. And
I know you go to a lot of conferences and promote the product. Tell me about where you've been lately, how has it been received?
The product has been received very well. And it's principally, a lot of it is due to veterinary doctors talking within the veterinary network. There's various networks that vets ask questions to each other, and we're seeing a lot of our cases showing up there, and it's leading to vet clinics or veterinarian doctors just calling in to find out about the product, and then they end up ordering it, they try it out, and it's a great conversion ratio we're having.
That good old word of mouth marketing.
Well, that's always the best marketing is, you know, a referral from a friend. The adoption rate is so much higher. So every week we're at a different conference for the veterinary space. Principally, we're focused right now more on the low-hanging fruit, which is the equine side. And from that standpoint is these vets see the horses pretty rapidly, I mean, pretty often. They do the injection, the horse goes out and does a rodeo. It comes back in, the vet says, oh wow, this is really holding up. We don't have to do anything to take the stress or pain off the horse. So they end up adopting the product. And the owners love it because it's providing great comfort for the animal, as well as it's a major cost savings because they don't have to tap the joints to drain fluid if there's issues. And we're finding out it's a win-win for everyone.
And it's for horses, cats, and dogs.
Horses and dogs. Cats will be coming later.
Got it. And then there's some clinical studies going on as well?
Actually, there are studies because we don't need the FDA. We're already cleared through them from the veterinary standpoint. So these studies are helping our salespeople from a marketing standpoint because we know the product works. We see how the product outperforms many of the other therapies out there. So we just have to prove it, you know, and that's where really rapid adoption will occur. And it's posted up on our website, springhealth.com.
So that'll give you the data to show to somebody if they have a question.
On the equine side, they're much easier to adopt because they see the results right away. And it's a much tighter community than the canine.
Got it. And then what is PetVivo Cares?
So next week, we're launching a nonprofit called PetVivoCares.org. The mission is to donate to other nonprofit organizations to improve the quality of life of the pet. So, you know, target sort of like military dogs, military horses, police dogs, police horses, humane societies. You know, we want to create a better life for the animals and the owners. You know, one classic example is we donated some syringes to a service dog, and the service dog did extremely well. Too well, actually. It jumped the fence. And it was so it became an issue for the owner. The owner goes, now I got to be careful about the dog running like it never could before.
Right.
You know,
the dog was probably loving that.
I know. It's some of the side effects that is interesting that you don't think about.
Yeah.
But it's a good story. It's a good feel-good story.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much, John, for coming
Thank
back.
you, Jane.
Yep.